Hey, everybody, welcome back. It has been what feels like forever. We had a very successful, very fun Werewolfkins Con in between last episode and here, but we're back. So now it's time to figure out what the hell we were doing here. I did my homework and did watch back most of the episodes so I could give you all a decent recap. Because if you're like me, a month is a long time to remember something. So let's get to it, okay? Last time, you all had a it was a kind of a horrible episode to take a month break on because you got so much information that I then had to remember to what you all knew and what I just had in my head. But essentially, you, primarily Lynn, had used her ability, Final Words, in order to interrogate and subsequently dispose of all of the bodies of the Seraphs that had challenged you at Amara's house. You had also met the young girl, Liliana, who you learned had the ability to tell whether people were lying or telling the truth just by looking at them in the eye, watching them when they talk. So a couple things that you learned just from talking to the dead people. First of all, you did find the main guy's recorder, which upon listening to, it was filled with his grocery list and some self-affirmations, but you did get the information that he was vying for some kind of promotion, and this was supposed to be the last job that he had to take. When you questioned him about that further, you learned that he was working directly with Gideon Ashworth, who it turned out was Liliana's biological father, as she tells you. And he has basically been lending Liliana out to the Seraphs in order to gain favor. You're not really sure, but he's using her ability and basically pushing them on the Seraphs to help make their jobs a little bit easier. You learned the main guy, he basically was sent to retrieve Tetra, the clank that you had befriended, or that Rhea had befriended, and that had essentially attacked you and then malfunctioned. You still don't really know why this clank was so significant. But Gideon was going to put in a nice word for this guy and hopefully get him a promotion. But all it got him was an early grave. You learned a couple other things. Let's see. I actually took the notes down on what his affirmations were. You are enough. You deserve this promotion. I don't know why I felt the need to write that down. You learned that Liliana was taken about a year ago and given back to the Ashworths, where she before had been raised by who she calls her dad, which is an orc named Grongak, who she mentions after the accident lost one of his tusks, which reminded you that there was an orc early on that old Annie had mentioned that was asking about Liliana in the bar. I think that was back in episode 1. She didn't really have any additional details on the accident except that happened, and that's where she lost her mother. Not the Ashworth, the orc mother that was raising her. We are picking up right now. You guys are kind of deciding what to do, leaving Amara's house. I think heading back towards your hideout, the warehouse that you had stayed in before. But you did learn a couple more pieces of information that are vital. The Seraphs were scheduled to report back to Gideon at sundown. Gideon does know 2 of you in the group. He knows that Draven is there, and they didn't know Rhea's name, but they knew that they were traveling with a human, and there's not many of them here, right? Humans just aren't as common in this world. So, you also learned that the Seraphs are profiting pretty heavily off of these clank attacks. Like, they don't seem to be behind them, but they are using this to their advantage to kind of up support, up donations, and they are raking in basically protection money or tithes from their congregation, because all of this is happening. Give us money, we'll protect you. The gods will protect you, which turns your stomach a little bit, Lynn. And I believe that was most of the details. I think I got, anybody got anything that jumped out at you that you wanted to say, no, wait, don't forget this? I think that was most of it.
No,
and
that pretty much sums it all.
Fortune, you're still waiting on Nightmare to return.
Yeah, I went out and called Nightmare, and they didn't come. Typically, they're not gone this long.
Yes.
but I left a little piece of fruit.
Okay. So with that, we will jump into tonight's chapter of Legend of Elzorya. You guys are heading back out into the street. Are you heading directly for the warehouse?
I
Or where
think
would
that
you like to go?
I think we're probably. I would be trying to get directly to the warehouse because we are fucking whipped. Like we have one health point and spit is holding us together.
Okay.
We have also. I remember we really did a lot to make Liliana look like an urchin. We've like turned her
Mm-hmm.
clothes inside out, and she's like all smudged with dirt. So yeah.
You did. So let me do this. Let's do a group deception check. We haven't done one again. Oh man, there comes my D&D again. Let's do a presence check. So who's going to be leading this? I do know that the scene that we have right now, as we head back out into the streets, is I believe Draven is in the form of Applebottom
Mhm.
again.
He's pushing the cart with the durians
The
and the
Draven.
clank hidden under it, or the there's like a rug, but that smells like durian.
Right. That's it. And the urchin child. So I think you'll be leading this charge. So again, because it's been a month, how we do this is those of you that aren't leading, you make a presence reaction roll. It won't generate hope or fear. A success will give Draven a +1. A failure gives him a -1. That's a success. A 20 is definitely a success. And
Um,
then, Lynn, I need one from you too. Or unless that was your roll. Oh, see, I see it.
I
25.
use
Okay.
I used
So
this in D&D the other day, by the way, instead of the D&D group row rules, and it was a lot better. I liked it better.
it's a good role, I think. I really like
Yeah.
how the group checks work in Daggerheart. All right, so that's a +2. So go ahead and give me your presence roll. This one will generate hope or fear, although I will remind you and the audience that you all capped me out on fear last time.
Oof.
The
Good thing I got
plus
the pluses.
the +2 takes that to a 15, which is exactly what you need. So you just barely cleared that bar.
I feel like Draven is just too into being Lady Apple or Ms. Applebottom, and he's being loud and kind of drawing a bit of attention. Um, he's like, "Come now, dearie, we've got to get these durians to the proper place."
You see, like Lynn's not approaching him, but she's just glaring at the back of his head, like "Shut the fuck up."
Oh God. Um, there's not as many people out. I mean, the sun has now set, and most people are starting to head back to their homes. Although, it's not like the middle of the night, so there's still a decent crowd out. And Applebottom seems to be doing almost the opposite and attracting people in, because until they get too close and smell it, it looks like you have nice fruit to sell. As you're kind of walking along, and I think the others are trying to basically keep them at arm's length, and also just remind them of the dirt, like waft the scent in their direction so that they realize what it is and turn away. But with that, you are luckily able to make it back to your hideout for the night. So let's switch over to the warehouse. You finally return. It has been a very, very, very long day. You found out a lot of information, and you got your asses kicked for a little bit there, and you're tired. And Lynn, you especially are exhausted just from the effort it took to call all those bodies back for a moment. But you have some time now as you wheel your way into the warehouse, and things, for the moment, are calm.
I think at the very least we need to store this clank somewhere not in the open, like in a barrel or under the floorboard, just in case. I do believe and this is above table, but I do believe we've also dropped the chest plate that we knew had the tracking rune was on that, and that came off because we discovered so we shouldn't have the tracking rune on it at this point. She does still have the suppression rune on her, but we didn't want to mess with that anymore until we figure out what's going on with it. And I also want to point out that Fortune he lifted Amara's tools to open these things up if we need them later. So he'll have those on him if we need to try and like open her up at a different point.
Did you tell her about that? I don't remember. You just took them.
I honestly don't remember either.
He did not tell her, but we gave her all that. We gave her that gold and that diamond, so she'll be fine. It'll make up for what we've done.
Fine. He's fine.
Fortune still so often she can't remember every little thing.
Can we say that we put the tracking plate like on a pig and like smack the pig's ass and let it go throughout the city?
No.
Or something?
I want to believe that's what Amara did, like on her own. Like she didn't even consult us. Remember, I was like, "Are you going to be okay?" And she's like, "No, I'm fine. I'll figure something out." That's what she ended up doing to get the people away, like from her location.
Oh, that's so funny. Well, that's now canon. That happened. You're just gonna run into a pig later, running down the street, just dragging this like chest plate behind it.
Lynn is really tired, but she definitely thinks we should just, until we figure out what we're gonna do or where we're gonna go, we probably just want to stow this thing out of sight.
I would imagine since this is my hottie place, I know somewhere particularly good.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So
I mean, this is one of your places. So there's exactly where there's places under the floorboard, which of these barrels doesn't have anything in it. So where would you want to hide the clank?
It's behind a piece of the wall that can pull out easy, but when you put it back in, it doesn't look like there's any seams in it.
Okay. You store it, and it looks just like a wall once you push it back up. You know where it is, but you're highly confident that if anyone ever stumbled across this, there's not a chance they're going to find this unless they also know what's in there. At this point, Liliana, looking like the little urchin, she pulls her hood down and starts just kind of like wiping some of the dirt off, and then she just yawns.
Oh.
Is it safe to sleep here? I'm getting kind of tired.
Lynn's gonna kind of go over and she's found some canvas and like a bag of hay, and she's gonna kind of make a pallet for her.
Oh, that's nice. That looks comfy. Normally they have these really hard cots they make me sleep on when I'm, working with the Seraphs. This looks like it could be really comfortable. I miss my bed, though.
I'm sorry, dear. We will try to get you back to your father when we think we can do so safely.
Do you think they're gonna go after him?
I'll be honest. If they suspect that you've run away, it will probably be the first place they check, which is why we're not super keen to take you to him right away. It gives them plausible deniability if they raid his house and don't find you right away.
Okay. I guess that makes sense. There's no way we can see him? Or maybe he could come with us?
We may be able to get word to him after a day or two and it maybe reunite you outside the city. We will just have to talk to him and find out. We do want to get you back with him, and I think Fortune here may be able to get a way to smuggle you both out of the city, but we will just have to see how things progress.
Yeah. Let's see what tomorrow brings.
You people are really nice.
Lynn just looks off in the distance like she's having like a little existential crisis that she's having to like she's so upset that they've done this to this child, but she's just gonna kind of like pull up I like to think that like she takes off her like seraph cloak, and like just kind of puts it over Liliana and like tucks her in a little bit.
She kind of pulls it up and like gets really comfortable. And she looks embarrassed, like she wants to ask you something, but she's kind of ashamed to.
I'm going to kind of lean down and be like, if you have a secret, I won't tell anybody.
Well, I don't have a secret, but can you tell me a bedtime story? I haven't heard one in like a year. My dad used to tell me, and my mom before the accident. But ever since they took me, they just tell me to go to sleep. They say, lights out, and then they leave. But do you know any stories?
I think, and I'm going to kind of look over at Draven, I don't have any offhand, but Draven tells excellent stories, and I'm going to kind of look at him and like, kind of like wave him over and be like, Draven, do you have any good stories for Liliana here?
Draven is like full method actor right now, and he's been over this whole time while all of this has been happening. He's been over here tidying up the place and singing like weird little country tunes to himself and like sweeping and cleaning up and tidying up the place, dearie. But he comes over and he's like,
you're like Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yes, I believe.
Yeah, Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh yes, I believe I know of you. And then he turns back into Draven. Yes, dear, I believe I know of you.
If it's not too much trouble, it helps me sleep.
Tell me, would you like me to tell you the story, or would you like Ms. Applebottom to tell you the story?
Can you do the boy parts and Miss Applebottom do the girl parts?
Why, of course.
Now it's up to you. We can cut to another scene, or you can make up a story.
And then I tell a story.
Okay. Okay.
I don't have one.
If you've got a good one, I will let you tell it.
Get like one clip of you being like, "Oh no, my darling," or something.
Well, I feel like Draven likes kids and cares about kids, but he doesn't really have a lot of experience with kids. So he told a probably inappropriate story.
Story of Hamlet or some shit like that.
It was probably an inappropriate story for her age, like involving murder and horrifying.
She's like, no, I've seen that. She's like, oh, this is just like last Thursday.
I do want to point out we got two suggestions in the chat. One is there once was a man from Nantucket. ...
Oh no.
And the other one
was a man from Nantucket.
That was from Vengeance and from Australis. Once upon a time, there was a man called Strahd, and he was a count in the land of Bravia. Fade to black.
Oh
my God.
Well, what about the island that's like made of gold or something story that's supposed to be like a bedtime story that people actually tell?
Yes, you can do that about the infamous what are they called? Not portals. Dalapa pirate captain.
Oh, Captain. Yeah. Oh, what was his name? Ironshell?
Captain Ironshell and his hunt for the treasure. That is a pretty well-known story. So you could tell her that one. It's full of adventure. It's like Treasure Island almost.
Okay.
And it could lean onto the inappropriate parts too. I mean, it is about pirates.
When they went to port and they had to find loose women.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Lady
Lynn's like, their clothes never fit very well. She's like,
oh, the clothes they give me don't fit very well either. They're also big. They're not made for kids. I guess that makes me a loose woman.
Lynn's like,
what have you done, Lynn?
As you tell your very good bedtime story, that delves slightly into the inappropriate before Lynn pulls you back and reminds you that you're talking to a child here. She eventually does drift off to sleep. And once she finally falls asleep, her features relax, her body relaxes, and you realize this is the first time you've seen her not really tense. It didn't really register on you before, like how much like stress this small 10-year-old elf holds in her shoulders until she finally relaxes in unconsciousness. And I think there's part of you that thinks that just kids should not be that stressed out. You have some time now. What do you want to do? Conversations to have without the ears of the little child listening.
Yeah, I think Lynn would kind of like pull like Fortune and Draven away just to be like, we know in the morning they are going to be looking for that lost group that they sent out, and they're going to know that like Draven, I was supposed to take you in today, and they're going to be immediately, if they come across me, I'm going to have to lie and tell them that you ran off or something, but they're going to be looking for you for sure.
Oh, and if the crime syndicate comes, I'm going to have to tell them that I killed you.
What?
Lynn.
If the crime syndicate, he's going to tell me killed him. I mean, that was what he was asked to do.
Or that you ran away.
Lynn, darling, you can't speak to them anymore. You understand that, right? Like, if they run into you and they won't listen to your explanations any longer. You're one of us now. One of us. One of us. One of us.
Now, you just
Draven, like Lynn kind of just that. Lynn kind of just like sits down, and she's just like, you see, she looks off into the like distance, and you actually, like, shockingly, what she says is like, what is my mother gonna think?
Point of order too, Lynn, you do know that you would be expected at roll call tomorrow morning.
You've gone full road, darling.
You might want to report
that. Oh, we've got differing opinions.
Dissidents.
I mean,
you should do that. Don't you dare do that.
Strange. One's a devil, one's an angel, but who's who?
Just keep that in mind.
They don't know I'm involved yet.
You do have a day job.
And I think we've covered our tracks pretty well. You have easy deniability. This will be Fortune here now, being like, there's no reason for them to know what we've done tonight. I feel like you can lie, right? Tell me a lie. Look me in the face.
I want to see if I can tell a convincing lie to Fortune.
Go for
I just
it.
want to be like, let me think. What is something that Lynn would lie about?
Tell her skin looks great.
You don't look a day over 35.
I'm going to need a presence roll from you. And we're going to do this 16 with fear. Okay. We're going to do this contested with your instinct, Fortune. $11.
Oh, thank you.
You do gain a hope. Instinct. Fortune. But you believe her.
I think for now, look, they have no reason to believe that I've helped basically kill 6 people. Like, Lynn's like, doesn't even want to say it out loud. It's like, not my fault. They attacked me. But they have no reason. I mean, as far as they know, I was supposed to take Draven alone into, like, to the bathhouse to be cleaned up before taking him in for questioning. I'll just have to tell them that he gave me the slip.
I'll tell you what, darling. If you need, tell them I'm a madman. Tell them I straight up, me along with the robot, the little girl, and this strange little goblin here.
Oh, I don't know nothing about no robot or little girl. No. I don't know nothing about that. I just was on my route.
Right. You're 100% right. tell them that me and this strange little goblin here right now, we roughed you up real good, and we
Fled.
killed all those people, and you weren't able. You tried to stop us, but you just weren't able. We're just too crazy.
I wasn't even in the vicinity of all. I don't even know what they're talking about. I was just making my rounds yesterday around the bathhouses.
Well, then how did I get away from you?
You just ran away when I wasn't paying attention.
Crazy. Okay,
there was a drunken brawl, and I tried to get involved, and you kind of just gave me the slip.
We need a better. What's the story though? Where's the hook? Make me feel it.
Yes.
I'm just incompetent, and he ran away.
Incompetence. Okay, fine.
Okay.
I was going to say
would anybody else have to do something tomorrow?
So let me lay out what you could do. I mean, I think as far as need to do, the only person that needs to do something or has an expectation to do something is Lynn. Lynn is expected to check in. Now, there's things you could do while she's doing that because she'll be gone for a little bit. But I don't think any of you have an obligation necessarily the next day.
Okay, I didn't want to
get at brunch with the girls.
We could have downtime, while Lynn's out, and then when she just comes straight back. I mean, or we could set a meeting place for where to meet up.
Okay, yeah, that sounds...
Because y'all are allowed to have downtime to work on, like, projects in this game. So, if we just wanted to, like, just try to do not as much, but I mean, we'll see how that works out.
I am still fearful, since there's 12 fear, of letting anybody go separate from the group.
Lynn could just call in sick with diarrhea tomorrow. She could just
there you go.
She could just send a courier and say, I ate some really bad food.
That's how he got away from you. You were like, okay, don't leave. I have to go to the outhouse. And you came back and he just left.
I was in the bathhouse and I left him in the bathhouse and like to, get cleaned up. And when I turned around and came back from taking a shit. So yeah, I'm actually just gonna like send a little note with a courier kid in the morning and be like, I'm very ill. I won't be into roll call today. I may get fired, but it's better than the alternative.
If they try to talk to you about it, you can be like, I don't think he's as crazy as what he was acting like.
Okay, so the plan is for you to call in sick and you all stick together tomorrow.
Yeah.
Anything else you need to do tonight?
We want to pack a go bag. Like we probably are going to want to like, we know like it may be a day or two before we can get her to like Grongak or her dad or whatever, but we are probably going to be having to walk on foot like to get there. And we may not be able to come back to this location. So I don't know. The problem is I don't know if we can take Tetra with us. You know what I mean?
Fair point. I will say Grongak does live within the city. But yes,
so we could come.
It is on the you could, but it is on the other side of the city, so it is going to be a journey. Now, Fortune might have other safe houses stashed around the city, but here, you can come back, but it'll take some time.
How familiar are you with the sewer system?
Ooh. ... I've never been.
I know like the back of my hand.
Oh, it's lovely this time of year.
You see Lynn, like she's already tired, and you just see her just like that much more tired at the word sewer system.
That's Fortune's plan, and she's going to crawl into a barrel and knock it like on the side, and just be like, kind of like looking at Liliana while she dozes off.
Okay.
Lynn is just going to prepare, like, she does not expect that we are going to come back, but we may be able to get through the sewer with Tetra to at least the next safe house or closer to Grongak where we can maybe, like, figure out a plan. So she's going to at least put some little, like, a bag, like, she's going to make sure all of her stuff's in her bag and we've got some food, and she's probably going to also divvy out the gold because I had 4 handfuls of gold, so everybody should get a handful.
Yes. So everybody can take a handful of gold then.
How much is a handful? Just let me know how many coins.
A handful. Like this game doesn't actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it like literally the handful of gold is the unit of gold.
Okay, that's fine.
Yep. Just so I know, like above table for Tetra, to possibly come with us. Is there a way to take
Could we fold her up?
either fold her up or cut out the very specific piece that is her?
I think the
Like
problem is we don't know if her chest or her head. We could make the problem is we don't know if we can get her back together, and we don't know how many parts are
that
You-
important.
Let me.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this. Go ahead and give me a knowledge check.
who.
Okay.
I'm assuming Fortune, since he originally came up with the idea.
Well, okay. I'm bad, but
Not much better.
yeah.
Don't
it's
be
all
having
fine.
ideas.
But
You got hope,
Okay.
at least.
Okay, so with 12, you don't know. I mean, just you've looked in there before. You don't know exactly which pieces are important. You have the tools, so you could disassemble her further than she is. You think you could remove the head, the arms, and at least get it to where it could probably fit into some kind of pack instead
Yeah.
of being like the big body that it is. You think you could probably do that with the tools that you stole. But as far as what would be okay to leave behind, you don't know.
perhaps fresh eyes in the morning.
I think Lynn we know for a fact Lynn can carry her, so we can probably put the pack on Lynn and she can take it with her.
I just feel if we leave her here, it's guaranteed that even though it's hidden, it'll probably be gone.
Or we won't be able to come back easily and get her, so I think we should take her with us, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? In fact, let's go ahead and just disassemble her and get her in a pack. And, we can, let's just say, she'll be behind the wall until we leave, or well, I know, because I'm worried. It's just in a pack. And Lynn's, right next to it. Lynn's ready to go. She's terrified someone's going to find them, so...
The only way someone would be able to find it is if there was some kind of evil deity that had 12 fear they could spell. Okay. So
Well, that won't happen.
probably a good call.
Well, Lynn's whole life has gone to shit in a 24-hour period, so she probably feels pretty cursed, So
Yeah.
she's just gonna curl up and she's got her go bag ready.
Okay. So are we all going to bed for the night?
Yep.
Okay. So with that, we can take a long rest. Now, unlike other games, this doesn't fully heal everything. You still have to choose 2 of the long rest actions, okay? So you can tend to all your wounds, which will clear all your hit points. You can clear all your stress. You can clear all your armor slots. You can prepare, which will let you gain a hope for the next day or work on a project. So you have to pick 2 out of that list.
Okay, I'm gonna re-get my health points and work on the project of disassembling Tetra.
I'm not going to make you burn up downtime slot for that. I don't think it's that long of a task for you that you need to work on a whole project, unless you have nothing else you want to do.
I think then I'll take my other project to either incorporate a listening device onto Rocky or to duplicate Rocky with a I don't know necessarily if I could just make another listening device, but I know we have the one.
You have the one. I will say incorporating the listening device into Rocky would be a project that you could complete within this night. If you're trying to duplicate him, that'll be a project you have to work on over time. So which way do you want to go? It's up to you.
Draven, is it okay if I take the listening device?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to make Rocky have a listening device can I make it have a listening device and make him go into, let's say, a 30-foot range and then turn around and walk back?
Okay. I'm with this. Just go ahead. Let's have I'll say knowledge, probably. Or finesse. Finesse to tinker. You can choose whichever one is better for you.
I'll take finesse.
Okay.
Because I feel like it's important, I'm going to go ahead and spend a hope and use my new ability, Fast Hand. Oh, yeah, Tinkerer. Never mind. That gives me another 3. So I'll do
24. Didn't need it. Almost a crit. I need to start spending some of this fear. Okay. Yeah, it's easy to do. It's no problem. The listening device, you managed to get it incorporated in. And you actually you've got like a switch basically. You can turn it on and off. So it's not just recording all the time. But you do now have a creature that can record conversations for you without you necessarily having to be there.
Awesome.
Okay. So you cleared your health. You did that. Tetra is disassembled. What about the other two?
You mean me and Draven? Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna heal on my points, and I actually didn't have any stress.
Awesome.
I'm assuming my armor is probably like I'm just gonna have to like do my armor basically and get it back to full.
I think your armor was shit almost.
Yeah. No, I mean I think I can completely like eroded all of my armor. Like there was no.
So you're gonna clear your hit points and your armor slots.
Yeah.
Then. Okay. And then what about you, Draven? Same?
Same.
Okay. You all go to sleep. And it's as restful as it can be. You're in what you feel is a safe place, but there's a lot going on. There's a lot of people looking for you. And there's a lot of activity in the city that you didn't even realize was happening till very, very recently. And Len,
Draven,
go ahead, sorry.
I was going to say, Draven's offering sleep spells if anybody needs them.
No problem with sleeping.
Okay. The night passes uneventfully, fitfully, and morning comes. You can hear the sounds of the rooster starting to crow, and then just the bustle of the street begins to flow in, kind of rouses you from your sleep. Liliana's still asleep. She looks, even after all this time, still exhausted. So she's still not really roused yet. Rhea also, you see, has made her bed close to Liliana, but not like super close, but as though she was also kind of watching over her. The morning comes, you stretch, you blink the sleep away from your eyes. And you're fine. No one found you in the night. What are you doing?
Well, I guess Lynn's first thing is like, I would probably want to get everybody up and like prepared, like I'm gonna like have to get Liliana, and I kind of want to talk to Liliana and figure out who she's gonna stick closest to, basically, if we have to scatter.
Okay. I have a theory on that. If we want to like let the child sleep for a second.
Okay.
I was going to like make food and stuff too while me and you discuss this for a second while everybody else is still sleeping. But I feel like me and Liliana are about the same size. I've already kind of dressed myself in her cloak from last time we played. If push comes to shove, I want people to think I am Liliana, and I'm going to break from the group and run so that they'll come after me instead of you guys and Liliana, and I'll double back and meet you.
Okay. Lynn's gonna be like, look, if this goes bad, like we know we're probably gonna be being watched. Do you have a contact or a place I can go if like you get captured, where I can get Liliana out of the city? Like just someone I can get her, like part of your smuggling group I can contact.
Lynn, I'm actually worried about it. My contact, I've sent Nightmare out. Maybe you don't. But I have a messenger pigeon of sorts. And I sent them out and they've never returned. I'm concerned about my contact. So I know how to get you out of my normal channels, but they may and may not be tarnished at this point. I'll lay out a map and show her the city, though, and I'm just going to go ahead and show you like 2 or 3 different like entrance exit points real quick and be like, just for the means of storytelling here. I don't really know what those are, but
Sure.
3 different entrances and exits for like long, short, and medium travel distances throughout the city to get out.
Let's agree. Like let's just say we pick one to like meet at if stuff goes like badly. But I'm gonna look at Draven and be like, this means that if we have to split or run, we need Liliana to go with you because I can probably stay back and keep people off your scent. But we have to get you at the very least to with Liliana to like one of these hidey holes so that you can meet up with Fortune later because they will be after you.
I was thinking, shouldn't we our disguises? Yes, I understand. I was a bit too into Ms. Applebottom. She is quite a fun character to play. However, if we're trying to get out of the city and not call attention, perhaps we should maybe disguise it as something different than what currently we look like we're selling things, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Perhaps we should try to make it look like we're not selling things.
So
I think at this point we're just trying to get into the sewers to go to Grongak's house, because we just want to be undetected, and then we want to be able to like contact Grongak, just so we can like be like, oh, because we're trying to basically get him and Liliana together, then get them out of the city. But right now I think our main goal is just get to the sewer undetected, get to Grongak's house, and then try to like contact him, which you may be a good option for that because you can disguise yourself, so you can actually approach the house without, and then Lynn actually could even approach because technically, as far as she knows, nobody knows that she's had any contact with Liliana or anything like that.
It only got severe diarrhea.
So
yeah, I've got to actually go send a little message. Like once we go out, my first thing will be stopping by like a little runner kid and be like, "I need you to take this to the warden." If it's like the thing to be like, "I have severe digestive issues and cannot come in work today."
Severe in caps, all caps.
You're new to the city, it's just the cuisine. You just weren't prepared.
The water isn't as good as like in my city.
It happens, guys.
So let me just see if I understand. I know that the main plan for most of you is to go into the sewers, try to make your way over to Grongak's house. Fortune, though, are you sticking with them, or are you darting off to be a distraction while they're doing this and then meeting them there?
If we're getting caught and they recognize Liliana. Plan A is for us, the entire group, to go into the sewers, go across. This is going to be across, from what I assume in the map, all the way to the other side.
Uh-huh.
And if I'm allowed to say this, that's where there's the access point to get out of the city.
Of course you are. You are the one that know the way in and out of the city. And I've just been really busy. I do owe you all a map of Bravia. I will get to it as soon as I can. I've been working on it.
Yeah, I think for now, just our plan is just get to the closest sewer opening, get down, and then get over to Grongak's and try to come back up and like,
Right. So try to get. I've thought about it just a little bit more since I had a second. Let's say, okay, that's plan A, longest travel point out. Let's say something happens halfway through. Medium point, you guys can still get out of the city while I cause a distraction to circle around. And then short point is we have to travel back to where we are now and then go out the city a totally different direction.
Well, I don't think we're actually going out of the city yet because Grongak's in the city. He's just in a different part of the city. I think the idea was to get Grongak and then just be like, let's get the fuck out of here immediately because I'm sure he'll be ecstatic to see his daughter,
That's why it's plan A.
I think that was just if shit goes sideways and we can't get there.
If we there's no way we can get to Grongak. Get out of the city and then maybe we'll worry about sending word to him later. Okay.
So that's the plan as you decide to head out?
Yeah.
Okay. Rhea wakes with you, follows you. She's being unnaturally quiet, self-reflective or something. She's acting a little bit like she was the night that she had that episode, we'll call it. And any attempts to talk to her, she kind of just she's not being rude, but she seems distant, like her mind is on something else. When Epsilon is available, I will ask her which two downtime actions she took, so she can pick those when she's back. It's easy enough once you step outside to find a courier and send the message. That's no problem. Also, Fortune takes you right to where you need to go to get into the sewers. Just give me, whoever wants to, can give me a presence roll as you look around just to see if you notice anyone watching you go down into the sewers.
I think I will, just because I've got a high presence and I've got some prayer dice if we need them.
Okay.
Oh, I did my rally thing.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
Didn't need it, but I did my rally thing.
Okay.
22.
I gave us all a pep talk on the way out. As
Okay.
Mrs. Applebottom.
Can that
and
ass fit in
it's
the
just cracking
sewer?
me up. She said the sewer is the best place to be if you have explosive diarrhea. 22, you look around, you're fairly confident. Most of the people, it's still pretty early. They're just going about their business. They're not paying you any attention, really. So it's easy enough for you to slip down past the grates into the sewers below.
And do just assume that we've, because Lynn would have pulled Liliana aside and said, hey, if something goes wrong, you stick with Draven. You stay with Applebottom or Draven, and, she would let her know, she'd point at, Fortune, he's still got her cloak on and be like, he's going to run off and pretend to be you. So, she would have kind of filled Liliana in on that.
I can do that. Draven, I can stick with him. Okay. And then she, as you, start to go into the sewer, she goes, oh, I'm not going to like this, am I? She just goes up and starts pinching her nose.
Oh.
As we move down into the hastily made sewer scene that I concocted after someone mentioned the sewers.
Can you imagine, a late, early 18th century, or 19th century, so early 1800s sewer system, London sewer system levels of nasty? That's where we're at right now.
Well,
I'm imagining
the good...
this city's grown
everywhere.
This city's grown really fast and not been able to keep up. And this is
You want to know how we smuggled that durian in here?
I don't think I need to tell you this place smells like shit. Literally
pulls
smells
out some
like
perfume
shit.
and smears it under her nose, because her cat senses are twice what the human senses are, and she's just like.
So, once you get down here, the sounds of the street above fade away. And as far as you're concerned, you are the only people alive right now. It's quiet, eerily quiet. You can hear drips just coming off of random pipes and things running through the sewers. And you know which way to go. Fortune has been down here many, many times.
Oh, yes. You see this symbol right here? That means we need to make a left.
You start to navigate your way through. I need anybody that wants to can give me a presence check.
I'll do it. I can't even get any more hope because I have a full 6 hope. So
I know. 17. You think you hear something as you're making your way through. That almost sounds like footsteps, as though someone might be coming up behind you. I am spending one of these fears, and I'm going to activate a countdown timer. This is, I will share it with everybody. The timer is going to be at 6. You don't know what for. But something sounds like it's down here with you. What are you doing?
I think you would see Lynn's ears, they'd perk up, and you'd see her eyes get real big, the way a cat's does in the dark. Mm-hmm. And she's gonna kind of crouch and look at the others and just make the gesture and be just sneak through. We need to try and sneak.
Okay.
Call it your armor. You could see your armor stand up on the back on your back.
I like to think that like Lynn's hair like gets really big. It's normally like nice and sleek and like long, but like when she gets, her whole tail and her like all of the hair like kind of poofs out like a line all of a sudden, like just for a second before it like calms back down.
The rest of you can feel like the tension, almost like an electricity radiating off of Lynn right now. And at this point, Liliana kind of like grabs you, Draven. What is that? Did she hear something?
Lynn, what are you seeing? What do you hear?
I don't know. Just
you hear at this point, sounds like a splash almost. Quiet, but subtle, as though something just went into the water.
I'm just be like gonna get that rapier out, and I'm just gonna be ready. I'm just gonna be like.
Hear this as well? Does everybody hear this?
I'd say at this point everybody could hear that. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna assume that Fortune doesn't know what this is, but she knows it's dangerous, and she's gonna say, "Oh shit, guys! Hurry this way!" And we're just gonna start like grab my hand, and everybody grabs each other's hands like in a chain, and we're gonna start running.
Lynn's at the back with her rapier out, just like fuck off.
So with you leading the charge, just kind of running towards your destination, give me an agility check.
What sort of thing could be down here?
You don't want to know.
Kraken.
Shit, Kraken. It wasn't what it was, but it is now, baby. Shit, Kraken. Disgusting. Agility, 16. That will be a success. So I'm also going to add one more timer here. Call it countdown 2. That is a success with hope, so that's going to go down.
Wait, what? Basically, there's 2 countdowns now?
There's a goal countdown and a consequence countdown. Countdown 1 is your consequence countdown.
I see.
I only see one countdown. I see a
fear.
Oh, there it is.
Okay,
it appears.
I hadn't shared it yet. Deep breaths.
Well, get your shit together, Wolf.
No, you can't take deep breaths down here, guys. You'll pass out.
You gotta breathe slowly, shallow breaths.
So, I am going to spend another fear, however, and decrease the consequent countdown as well by 1. As you're running, and you feel like you're making some progress, but then you can hear this. Something is swimming through the water in your direction. What are you doing?
Fire. Does anybody have fire? We need to shoot fire.
And actually, that may blow us up.
Actually, that's okay. If it does a fuck ton of damage and we get blown away from it.
It's okay. As long as it dies. If we die, I'm okay.
Okay, well, maybe not fire, but that was my idea. But I'm just going to keep running. That's all I got from me.
Yeah, we're just going to have to... I don't have any, like... There's not... That's not my area of magic.
Anything you can do that you think of. So I will need someone besides Fortune to make the next skill check. So anything you can do that you think would give you an advantage in the chase, would slow this thing down. Anything you can think of. You can pitch it out, and
I try? Like, the only thing I can think of is, like, if I pick up a bottle, I want to hurl it way at the other end of the tunnel to, like, go into the water, to, like, draw its attention away.
Okay. Let's give that... Since you're trying to deceive it, so we'll do presence.
And I'm gonna add 4 from my prayer dice onto that to make it a 15.
15
I can
is
do that.
What you were looking for.
Yeah, I know, because it's always 15.
So that will be a 6. It's not always 15. It's just...
It's 15 a lot.
That's kind of the average.
It's never going to be 15 again now that you said that. He will
Make it
never allow
lower.
it to be.
Make it lower. Do
it'll
it.
It'll never be lower.
Yeah, now it's always going to be higher.
20 baseline. 15's a decent challenge. It's a very, it's kind of right in the middle there.
Well, I used up all but one of my prayer dice things, so I only got I can only add one in the future to that. So, but that's what it's there for.
There is a time, for a brief second, you hear the splash, and then you hear this almost bestial as something swims off in the other direction, and then you hear this just shattering of glass as whatever it was caught up to what you just threw. And then you start to hear the water like bubbling up and swimming back in your direction. You put a little distance between you and it, though. Draven, what do you got?
I thought we were keeping running.
All right, you want to keep running? That'll be an
Yeah.
agility check from you then, sir. God, you
Hey.
guys! Success with hope. You're
Well, my
doing pretty
other
well.
roll tonight was not good, if you recall.
You guys are doing pretty well. You all are just running as fast as you can, hearts pounding. This is probably the fastest you've had to run in a very long time, Draven. But you do seem to be putting distance between the two of you. I'm going to
I
spend.
feel like I picked up Liliana at this point because I don't feel like she's going to be able to run with us like this.
She got little feet. She got little
She's
legs.
just flying through the air like.
So as you were saying that, I was going to say this kind of fits in well. As you're running, I spend a fear. Liliana tripped, which you're able to scoop her up, no problem, but that will slow you down a little bit, and the countdown moves. Consequent countdown will also move down. I got to spend some of this fear somehow, you guys. As she trips, Draven, you turn back around and scoop her up. You're now carrying two people. I'm going to ask you to make a strength check.
Can you just
No
not
bueno.
toss her to Lynn?
I'm gonna add.
He told me
I'm
she was
gonna use
carrying
one
her.
of my hope to add an advantage. Like I'm gonna aid you, guidance you on that.
Actually,
So
can
you'll get advantage, or however I can't remember exactly. You get a 1d6 to roll on top of your thing.
I add an additional hope?
I think two people. Can two people add advantage?
I think you can only do one.
Yeah.
I don't
It
even
doesn't
think I
matter.
need it.
You guys have been rolling great. I was going to say you're only one success with hope away from actually getting away from this thing.
Well, we did
Whatever
it.
it was. So you pick her up, and I think it's just that moment of adrenaline, right? As Draven,
Mom
she
strength.
feels like she weighs nothing. Yeah, you got your mom strength as you like throw her. She like throws her arms around you, and she's just like crying. She's so scared, crying into your shoulder. And there's something about that just it hits at that primal, protective, paternal, just that you have in you somewhere, and you just start booking it, and you can hear this thing getting closer and closer. You feel like you're running forever, and finally Fortune points to this ladder that's going up as you all just start to climb as fast as you can. I am going to require one final check from each of you, though, to get up this ladder. Agility or strength. I will let you choose which one works for you. Success with hope.
Damn.
Okay, so
I'm gonna use the
I'm hopeful
rally
as hell over
dice.
here.
I'm gonna use the rally dice I have. Is this a group roll?
this is each individual. So right
Okay,
now,
I'm gonna use my rally dice to add to this because I can't believe my
You're
roll
doing
came
the
out so
same.
bad. Say again.
I'll be doing the same.
okay.
Shit.
Ooh.
Oh, so you got a 10 with hope.
See, is there anything I can do to
It's
help
just
you?
a D6, right?
Yes.
You can give me advantage if you have a hope to spend because I can stack the rally and the advantage together.
You can. If
I
you all
can-
want to do that, you can
I
help
can
each
give you
other
a
up these.
hope.
I'll
the
give.
ladder.
I will also give. If you
Oh.
want to use your rally, I can give. I've got 6 hope, so I can give one to.
Yeah,
Fortune.
I'll spend a hope and give you advantage.
Okay, I'll roll a d6 for me
So
then for
let-
my advantage.
Lynn, you need a 5. Oh my
Hey!
god!
And then I'm taking 1 hope down to give it to Fortune. So Fortune, you will also get to roll a
You owe me
1d6
the
on top of
2.
your rally dice.
So Fortune, you get a 5. Man, is that just
There
what
you
they're?
go.
So what did you have before? You had an 11, plus you got the 5. hey, there's a moment as you all are climbing I mean, Draven has no problem. He's got this girl, and there's this need to get her to safety. As you just start one-handed, even Draven, just pulling up, and there's just something about it that's just propelling you forward. The other two, go ahead.
I was going to say, Draven, knock them out of the way is why they're a little bit slower. he's in mom mode, and he just like football tackled him out of the way and goes up this ladder.
Nice. Behind you, Rhea clambers up as well. As the two of you're kind of thrown off for a minute, and before you can start climbing, you turn around and you see just emerging from the water this large reptilian creature. As you can just see the eyes kind of peer up, but as it starts to climb out, it looks like a reptile, an alligator or something like that. But it brings itself up to stand on two legs as it towers almost 8 feet tall, as its head kind of brushes against the top, as its eyes is glowing red, as it just starts creeping towards you. And you guys start climbing as fast as you can. Fortune slips. Her hand lets go, and Lynn, you reach down and manage to grab them. And right before this thing starts running towards you and then jumps up to clamp, you manage to pull Fortune up right before these jaws just clamp on air. As you clamber up, you can hear this thing roaring and screaming, trying to get to you, but it's too big to crawl through the hole that you just went through. Turns out there were dangers in the sewer that Fortune had not encountered before. And I'm going to give punspiration to Lady Vengeance for saying its name is Shitzilla.
Oh, see, I was going to call it the homuncula shit.
Did you decide to...
Did I say
that again?
Yeah, what was yours?
Homunculus shit?
The homunculus shit. Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay. No, Wolf, did you decide to go with alligators in the sewer? Was that your inspiration for this creature?
My inspiration for this creature was Leatherhead from the Ninja Turtles.
So alligators in the sewer, yeah.
Alligators in the sewer, yes. That's what you get when you spring the sewer on me, and I'm like, I need something really quick. So I'm like, alligators in the sewer, that works.
I can't believe we rolled as well as we did, Lord.
Yeah, me too. I was expecting that. I mean, that was the best rolls we've seen. Nothing but successes with hope. I will say, though, Fortune, you have been down here many, many times, and you have never encountered anything like that. And there's something, I mean, it's not an alligator. There's something has happened to this thing and mutated it in some way or something, because it's new. It's not been there before. And there's no way that's natural. But you all successfully managed to escape that thing, avoiding what could have been a really fun combat as you pop back up onto the city streets.
Lady Applebottom when you guys get up out of the sewer and look, Lady Applebottom is about 300 feet away, still running. She's got her mom instincts going. Someone's gonna have to stop her.
I like that.
I'm gonna look down at Fortune and just point at him and be like, "Can you fetch him?"
I like the idea that it's not Draven that has the maternal instincts. It's the character of Applebottom. Yes. But he's so method.
Method acting, yeah.
Fortune's winded for a second, and she's just going to be hunched over and holding Lynn's hands. I'm so sorry. I don't know what the fuck that was. I've never seen that before. I thought we were going to have to worry about high tide in the evening. So I just didn't think that was an issue for this event.
Okay, so
yeah.
Fun fact, I really did think the countdown was not going to be on. I thought it was going to be they were trying to flush the sewers, and we were going to get spit out somewhere in the completely wrong place.
Nope. I was like, I need something in the sewers that's scary. Giant mutated alligator.
Okay. Lynn is just like, like she's just so excited that like she didn't get eaten by the shit kraken thing that like she's like, I thought that was natural fauna. I'm really happy to know it's not.
Nothing about that's natural.
That's
I'm
also
gonna
a
kind of
little
turn.
concerning, though, too.
I am gonna turn back to like the street, and I'm gonna like whistle like real loud, trying to get. I want Applebottom to turn around.
um, uh, she does. She like when you do, she stops and is like, she turns back around and she just kind of starts slowly walking back towards you all. By that point, she's like 500 feet away. She got pretty far. She's those
Liliana,
maternal instincts.
by the way, is still just her eyes are squeezed shut and she's just holding on to you. Like she doesn't even know that you're out of the sewer. And she's just kind of like you can hear her humming to herself, trying to keep herself calm. Just this song that you don't recognize, but just over and over, just humming this little tune.
You can open your eyes now. It's we're outside. We're safe now. Safe-ish.
Oh wait. It's gone. The scary monster, it's gone.
Oh yes, it won't be bothering us anymore.
She kind of like pulls up and you can see that she's been crying. Like her eyes are kind of red and puffy and there's like tears just kind of coming down her cheeks. I'm sorry. I tried to be brave, but I tripped and then I didn't know what to do and I thought it was going to get me and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know that
You,
that's not good for the unit, they say I have to be strong and when I mess up like that it puts everyone in danger
Liliana,
and I'm sorry. I don't know, they told me I couldn't do this and she just like
Liliana, stop, please. You
okay.
did nothing wrong, and you're safe. And that's all there is to it.
Okay. Okay. Safe. She
Okay.
at this point she kind of like looks around from you for the first time and she kind of wipes her eyes. I know this place. We're close to home. Are we going to see
Which
my dad
home?
today? My home. I only have the one.
Hmm.
Perhaps you can show us the rest of the way?
Yeah, I can get there from here. We used to come here and buy apples on the weekends. I can get home from here.
Here,
I think I can walk.
hold my hand, and let's skip together.
Okay. I'm a pretty good skipper, though, so you have to keep up.
I think old Fortune now can keep up with you, darling.
Okay. She kind of like
I feel like we're
takes.
gonna hear Fortune's ankles and knees cracking, echoing through the.
That's how we get caught.
I spend a fear. You break your ankle. Oh no.
Oh no! I
Little
wasn't
will
going
it.
that
Little
far.
will it. She's fine.
She don't feel it.
Just put me down.
That's what you got to do with the goblins when they break an ankle.
Oh gosh.
All right.
Okay. So at this point, they go off skipping through the streets, and it's calm here. I mean, which is weird. Knowing what's living right under these people's feet, they seem to have no idea. But the closer and closer she gets to home, you can see Liliana relaxing. She's starting to giggle. She's having fun with you, Fortune. And eventually, she comes to the little river that she mentioned. Just this little tiny thing that runs through, like through the town. Nothing major, more like a creek, really. But it's very nice. I mean, it's a place. It's kind of runs through this park, and right across this little bridge, there's just a little hut, and like this little. It's a very very modest home. Beautiful, beautiful tree in the front yard, and you can see that there's like a little tire swing that's been put on the tree. And in the front yard, you can see this large green orc that's just chopping some wood. He doesn't seem to notice you coming as he's just chopping, and he reaches and he wipes his brow. And then Liliana can't help herself. She stops and she goes, "Daddy?" And he just kind of stops mid. He looks over, and for the first time in a year, he sees this little girl. And he just drops to his knees and just, is that really you? And she, Fortune, lets go of you and just runs at him. And he stumbles to try to stand back up and just runs, and they just embrace as he picks her up and he just hugs her and he spins around. And there's just this moment where the two of them are just hugging, and you see that he's crying and she's crying. He sits her down. Go ahead.
Can I have a good look around while this is happening?
You can. Presence roll.
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt that. Sorry.
You're crying. Shut up.
18 with hope. What exactly are you looking for?
I'm looking for guards. I'm looking for suspicious looking people. I'm looking for people like watching us.
Okay.
Informants.
Informants.
Yeah.
It looks clear. Got an 18 with hope. Don't forget to take your hope. You don't see, there's definitely no seraphs around. You don't see anybody that you get a read on as being part of syndicate or anything like that. And for the most part, people aren't paying this lone orc any attention. Once you've crossed the bridge that goes over this river, it's kind of separated from the rest of like the activity going on in this park. And for the moment, you seem to be safe. As he sets her down, how did this happen? What? He looks up at you, and then his eyes immediately fall on you, Lynn, as he kind of puts his hand on Liliana and pushes her behind him. What is this, some kind of sick joke? You all take her from me, and then you bring her back for what? What's the meaning of this?
I brought her back because I didn't know she existed till yesterday, and if you want to keep her, you get inside now. And I'm going to, point to his house.
Liliana says, Daddy, she's not with the others. Fine. Inside, quick. As Liliana goes, and she goes just straight in. And she's just, as she screams, is my room still here? And he's like, of course, maybe I wouldn't get rid of your room. Everything's just the way you left it. As we move into the Grongak house.
Meet the Grongaks.
You should have had a sitcom intro theme.
I should have.
I pictured the dinosaurs.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. As you guys walk in, this is a very modest house. They don't seem to have a lot of money, but it's also very cozy. Liliana runs off and then runs into her room and is just kind of looking through all of her stuff for a second as Grongak brings you in. And there's this, at the moment, bare wooden table and some chairs that look well made, but also well used. Nothing here is particularly new. You can tell they make enough to make ends meet, but as he brings you in, kind of sets you down around the table. I don't have much. Can I offer you some tea? Water?
No,
Water.
look.
Yes.
Of course. I didn't mean to be rude before. He looks at you, Lynn. I recognize the Seraph Guard anywhere. And forgive me if I hold a grudge against, well, he just kind of points to all of you.
Lynn, kind of softens, and she's like, I'm new to Bravia, and I'm starting to learn that, honestly, your reaction is completely warranted.
How did you come upon Lily. How did you get her away from the rest of
Lynn's
them?
gonna kind of pull off her backpack and like she opens it and she just pulls out like she just kind of pulls out Tetra's head to show like this, and she's like, this clank was attacking people, including us, and I kind of gesture. Liliana was brought in with other group of seraphs, and we seem to be at the center of a conspiracy involving our friend Chelsea, who you may know.
I don't know her. I know what
I
happened
have
to her.
contacts that you were the last person to see her.
Human?
Yeah.
I didn't know her, but I saw what happened. He looks around at all of you. I just want an excuse to use my new dice tower. There's not many people in this city I trust. And I don't know if I should trust you, but you did just bring my Liliana back, so.
I'm gonna hold up a hand, and I'm gonna kind of look at Liliana, and I'm gonna look at Liliana, and I'll be like, we are here. We're not here to hurt your father. We just want to know what happened to Chelsea, and we want to know how to stop these clank attacks. We're not here to turn you in. Is that true, Liliana?
She looks up at her dad. She's telling the truth. Okay. What I know. Liliana cuts him off. Dad, before you get into that, I was wondering, and he just kind of holds up a hand. I know what you're wondering. And he kind of walks over and he reaches up above, and there's this cabinet that he opens that he keeps really high up. And he reaches in and brings out this small little teddy bear. And her eyes light up. You found him? It took me 3 days, but yeah, I found him. He kind of hands it over and she grabs it. I thought he was lost forever. Nope. There was no way I was letting them take that from us, too. Now, Liliana, I need to talk to your friends here about some important grown-up stuff. If you could just go to your room for a bit. We'll catch up soon, I promise. Okay, Daddy. And she goes to turn around and then leave, but stops and spins around and just runs back over and gives him a really big hug. I really, really missed you. He just kind of rubs her hair. I've missed you every second you've been gone. We'll make up for it later. Now go play. And she kind of just reaches up and gives him a kiss on the cheek and runs back to her room. As he turns around and just pulls out one of the chairs at the table and just kind of sits down into it. And you can hear it just squeak under his weight. I was in a bad place then. I've been in a bad place since they took Liliana. I often found myself passed out drunk in alleys during those days.
Been there.
And one night, this woman, human, kind of caught my attention. She was out later than any decent person should be, as was proof of me being there. And she was meeting with this person and asking about... The details are fuzzy. I was not in my right mind. She seemed to know him well, though. And as they were talking, another person... it was... a Dracona crept up behind her. Last I saw, she was alive. They knocked her out and stuffed her in this large, burlap sack and drug her out of the alley. I don't know if she still lives, but she lived then. But the man she was talking to, he seemed to betray her. She seemed to trust him, and even right before he said, "I'm sorry." And I just, I knew at that moment she had mentioned something about the Ashworths, and I just knew that my Lily was going to get involved in this somehow. I went back. I thought I needed more to drink, and then I found myself rattling off to that old Annie. That's when I realized I'd gone a little too far down the bad path. She may live, but all I know is they kidnapped her, and the Ashworths have something to do with this.
The Ashworth seems to have to do with everything bad in this city, it seems.
They're a poison on this town.
What did the
They have
Dracona
been.
look like?
Yes. Tell me, did you get to see what element the Dracona was?
His scales were red, like fire. Little flecks of orange kind of through him. He actually looked like he was a flame. Not literally, just the way his scales were. And he closes his eyes. Something else. Oh, right. He had this golden, like it looked like some of his scales along his neck had been torn away and replaced by these gold scales. I don't know if it's a protection thing or if he's just very vain. But I remember seeing the light gleam off of those scales and thinking, that
What a
man's
dick.
got too much money.
Similar to what I said, yeah.
Basically.
What a dick.
And the betrayer, I'm assuming elf.
No. Yes.
Man.
Can you describe the elf a bit more?
His ears pierced in two places, at least where I could see, like lower, upper. Again, stuck out because I thought, oh, how much I could buy with that, with just those jewels.
Older, younger?
For an elf, it's hard for me to tell. They all look young. I would say he didn't look any older than you. Or him.
Did they look like Liliana at all?
No, I would have recognized those bastards anywhere.
I hate to ask, but after everything we've been through, the Ashworths, and with Liliana seemingly being involved, clearly I understand you're her adopted father, but what is this about Gideon Ashworth being her biological father, and why do they have her doing what they're doing?
Gideon is not her biological father. Lady Ashworth is her mother. A man like Gideon can't admit to the fact that their wife has wandering eyes. They contacted someone to adopt the child before she was born. My wife and I raised Lily since the day she was born. Because Gideon Ashworth couldn't let people know that his wife cheated. So he took the child and gave him to some commoners. Then 9 years later, she started to develop her powers. And I had a bad feeling, and I tried to tell her, we need to keep this secret. And I don't blame the child. She's a child. And one day she just slipped up in front of the wrong people. Word got back to the Ashworths somehow about this child that they'd given up, and all of a sudden Gideon was very interested in getting the child back. Very interested.
Do you know, I mean, I have to imagine, does Lady Ashworth have any similar abilities? I mean, the fact that they didn't know she would develop will makes me think that it must be from her biological father's side.
As far as I know, the Lady Ashworth doesn't have any abilities. So perhaps, but the only people who know that is Lady Ashworth herself.
And what do we know about the biological father?
Nothing.
This isn't a question I'm asking here. This is feel like we would all know this. Is are the Ashworths, are they human? What
Elves.
are elves?
So the Ashworths are all elves.
They're related to the previous emperor from like centuries ago, like before Bravia was a
They
theocracy.
are the direct line of
Okay.
They are the direct line. The Ashworths were that family was once the monarchy of this land.
Right. Okay. I just wanted to see where the elf ears came from. If it was necessarily from them, or it could have been like she could have been a half elf or something.
She could be a half elf, but she's definitely both.
Right.
Well, Gideon doesn't matter, but Lady Ashworth is also an elf.
Okay.
They
Grongak. Lynn's gonna kind of lean in. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, ask your questions.
Grongak. Do you have a surname?
They don't really fool with those around here, but Grongak's fine. You probably couldn't pronounce it anyway.
Fair enough. Grongak, look, you have to know that after a year, Liliana has been through something no child should. She's seen a lot. It's been, I think, very difficult on her, and whatever, they're going to come here. They're going to look here for her, and I think my friend here, I think she can get you and Liliana out of the city.
Seriously.
Yes. If you come with me now, and I emphasize now, right now, we can maybe get you and your daughter out of the city.
Of course, there's nothing for me here.
But
they took
just
everything from me.
Before we run away, I heard Liliana said your wife died. Were they the cause of this? They do this to you guys?
Just takes a deep breath. I never talk about the accident with Liliana, because it was no accident. He kind of trails off for a second. I'm gonna switch scenes.
Oh,
backstory.
Last winter, the last time we had a really big snow, my wife and I, Erdita was her name. We had a night out. We never get those. Lily was with a friend of ours for the night, and we took a nice stroll through the park. It was snowing, and it was always Perdita's favorite time of year. When we got home, he was there waiting for us. I don't know how he got in, but Gideon Ashworth was in our house. And he wasn't alone, either. A man like Gideon comes surrounded by people all the time. It was a show of force. He meant to intimidate us. I guess he had recently found out about Lily's powers, and from what I could surmise, viewed it as a way to get in favor with the Seraphs here. He's always been slimy, Weasley. I don't know what his aims are, but he wanted to use the child for political power and gain. He offered us more money than I had ever seen in my life. So much money that I would never have to work another day in my life. Hell, my kids would never have to work another day in their life. The only problem was, in order to take that money, I had to give up the only kid I had. My wife and I, we couldn't have children. And though she doesn't look like us, Lily is every bit my daughter. So no, I told him. Never. He made his choice. He gave up the child. That's when he thought he would get persuasive. And he kind of reaches up and he kind of touches the tusk that's broken off. They overpowered me. He just had too many. They broke the tusk off. Oh, it hurt like hell. I don't think I've ever had so much pain in my life. But I wouldn't give in. I don't know if you have kids, but there's nothing you could do to get a parent to just give their child over to a monster like Gideon. And the fact that he thought this tactic would work just shows how out of touch with humanity that he is. When it became clear that I wasn't going to cave, they took that tusk shard and they murdered my wife with it.
Damn.
In front of me. Every time I look in the mirror, I see it. After I still wouldn't give up, it wasn't long until they snatched her off the street. She had her teddy bear on her at the time when they took her. And they wouldn't even let her keep it. I've spent every fucking day since then trying to get her back. The days that I wasn't blackout drunk. So no. There's nothing for me in this city. This city could burn to the fucking ground. As long as I have Lily, there's nothing I need here. The only reason I'm still breathing is the off chance she might need me. And it turns out she does. Please don't tell her what happened. I told her there was an accident and her mother didn't make it. She doesn't need to know the details. She knows I'm lying, of course, but she doesn't press.
She doesn't need to know.
She doesn't. She'll find out about the evils of this world soon enough.
With or without our help.
I can't be the one to tell her. I just can't bring myself to do it.
And Lynn kind of looks at him and she's like, and all the Seraphs helped do this in this city.
I don't know about all. But they've helped cover it up. Every plea. I have paperwork. I have adoption records that all of a sudden went missing. No record of me ever having adopted Liliana, ever having had a child. Her school records disappeared. That can only happen if someone at the top is involved. I don't know who's involved, but this whole fucking city is a blight.
You know, look, I am so sorry that you've been through this, and we will try to get you out as soon as we can, but I have to ask, do you know anything about what's going on with the Clanks attacking people? Like, anything at all?
I don't know. Chelsea was on to something. That was her name, right? Chelsea. She was on to something, but if she said it, I'm sorry. I was too drunk. I'm surprised I remembered what I did.
I would desperately love to find my friend.
All right. Look, Grongak, pack a bag, get Lily. I think for now, our best chances with my friends here is contacts, or at least getting out for now. I can't stay here and be a part of this and pretend that it's all okay. So I'll come with you, but we will have to try to find out what's happening, Chelsea. We can't abandon her here, and we can't leave the Clanks to just keep malfunctioning and hurting people. But for now, I think we need to get you and Lily out of the city.
Would you really be willing to do that?
For all the sins that these other Seraphs have done, I meant it when I took my vows and said I would protect people. And I'm going to help you.
I'd pretty much lost faith in everything. And one day you've given me so much to hope for. It almost feels scary. Thank you.
It's my honor.
Yeah. He kind of stands up from the table. Lily. Yes, Daddy? I think we're going to go on a little trip. I need you to pack some stuff, okay? Daddy, I just got home. We're going together. It's okay. It's like vacation. Remember we used to take those? Okay, fine. You can hear her start to pack things in a bag. I'll get my things.
Draven pops over into Lady Applebottom and goes and sings a happy song and helps her pack up her room and helps her pack everything in the most organized fashion that she can.
Okay.
Yep.
Just for giggle shits here. Give me a let's see, just for packing. What would packing be? I'll say
finesse.
knowledge or finesse.
How good can you get all those little socks rolled up and everything stored in that?
Not too well.
It's hard.
I got hope so.
You did get hope. Liliana also wants you to pack the most awkward shaped shit that she does not need to take. Right? But she's very, very convincing at getting you to take these weird shaped pillows. And it's like last time we were going on vacation, my daughter wanted to take this giant penguin, and we're like, that needs its own suitcase.
But you took it, didn't you?
We did not. We got out of that one.
Okay.
We did get out of that one. But Miss Applebottom is having trouble saying no.
Miss Applebottom can't say no. She loves saying yes. Yes, dear.
As you get things packed up, we'll switch back to this scene. What are you all doing? You have a little bit of time. So you two, Lynn, Fortune, you have some time to talk if you need to, while the rest of them are packing.
I don't necessarily know where I'm leading out of the city, but that's what I would like to be talking about, is the expectations of what's about to happen and what we need to prepare for.
Okay. So here's what I'll lay it out for you then about what's ahead of you. You are very close to being able to actually get out of the city. Now, what happens when you do that? Do you can take them out of the city and just leave them to fend for themselves to come back in to try to find Chelsea? You can try to take them somewhere safe to the nearest city, but that will also that will leave Chelsea within the city for a longer period of time, right? So you kind of got to decide which path you want to go down, because either one's going to have its risks.
I think at this point, Lynn is obviously upset her friend has been involved in this, but she's an adult who knew the risks, I think, of getting involved with that choice, whereas Liliana's an innocent. And her father didn't ask for this, so I feel like she's honor bound to make sure we can get these two people away and scot free. She's wanting to get them to basically the point where they can take off and go to a different city and not be tracked down before she comes back. She's too involved with Liliana at this point.
Okay,
that's kind of how Draven feels about it too. Is yeah, Chelsea's one of his very dear friends, and he's very interested in this story and wants to take care of it. But here are these people that he's made promises to that he needs to take care of that are innocent in this entire thing.
Liliana, I think I left one of my daggers downstairs. Can you run and get it? And then I'm going to be like, so guys, chances are Chelsea's probably dead. And we should probably realize that. And honestly, yeah, I understand everybody's great and we want to do the best things for Chelsea, but realistically, we need to do the best for what's happening right now. And Chelsea's probably dead. Love you. You coming back with it, Liliana? Yeah, come on back.
She kind of comes in. I knew you were lying about the dagger, but it seemed like you really needed me to leave the room.
You're always one
Lynn's gripping something. She's got a pillow that she's damn near tearing apart. After that, she's just
it's their only pillow. Don't you do that to that.
We gotta pack that pillow.
We will maintain faith. And then she just turns around and puts the pillow down and neatens it, puffs it up very neatly, she's trying to distract herself from what Fortune just spit out.
I love that. So, Grongak comes out and he's got this big pack that he's slung over his shoulder. Liliana, did you get everything you needed? Yes, Danny, I got everything. Applebottom really helped me pack. Everything's packed really, and the bag is bulging in different places. It's not well packed at all. And he just looks down.
We did what we could.
He picks it up and puts it over his other shoulder.
I like to think that actually what has happened is Lynn has very efficiently packed she's made sure to pack just a couple of pants and shirts for Liliana, and she just kind of it's very tightly packed because she's very efficient at this, and she just slides it to Grongak to put into his pack, He
takes it. He kind of gives you a knowing nod and just kind of puts it in his pack.
I'm gonna be like, it's got our toothbrush in there.
I wondered where that got to. Thank you. As he starts to head for the door, there's a loud smack against the window on the far side. They all kind of stop and turn.
It's Nightmare.
What was that?
Or what was it? Is that his name?
I don't know at this point.
It was Nightmare, yeah.
Nightmare.
That's the name of your... I mean, you don't know if that's what it is, but that's what...
Yeah, that's what I meant. I don't know what that was.
Oh, well, that's what Draven says. He's like, oh, look, it's Nightmare. He gets excited. He is more excited than you do. Or actually, he does get the name wrong. Oh, look, it's nighttime. And he runs up to the door.
Sorry, are you running into the window?
To the window
that you can see
in
the
back.
Window. Okay. When you open it, Nightmare kind of falls into the seal.
Oh, no.
I'm rushing to it.
Shallowly. But it has scratches and cuts all over it. Give me... I think I'll give you this fortune. Go ahead and give me let's do a knowledge check.
Can I add fast hands to do a medical cleaning procedure on him?
Sure. So spend your hope. You get +2.
Oh,
20
nice.
with hope. You guys have rolled so good tonight.
I was about
You-
to offer a hope just in case, and I was like, oh, never mind. He doesn't need that.
So it's a 22, but
22. Okay, with hope. As you give it a quick once over, the injuries it has are not fatal, but they are precisely chosen to not be fatal. Somebody did this to wound this bird to where it would still be able to get back to you and deliver a message.
Does it have a message?
It
Like,
does.
does it have, or is the message implicit?
it records the message and then squawks it back at me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's trying to do so at the moment. Like it keeps opening its beak to say something, and it's just not working. Now you know, again, Nightmare will live. But this is the work of someone in the syndicate. This is the work of someone who knew exactly how to hurt this thing without killing it.
So it can't. It's like hard enough that it can't give its message, basically.
It's
can
but it's
I,
trying.
Can Lynn use her? Like, I have a hope. Like, I can heal. Like, I literally have that ability to heal people. Like, I can use 3 hope to like heal 1 hit point on something.
What were you going to say, Draven?
Oh, love you.
I was going to offer a heal as well. So
Okay. Whichever's the one more efficient, I'd go for that.
Let me do mine because I don't have to roll to do it. Like, I just spend like 3 hope and it heals for 1 point. I think that's how it works.
Mine does not require anything. Mine's free.
Oh, never mind. You do yours. Yours is free.
Mine's free, and it also doesn't require a roll, but only restores 1 hit point.
That will be enough for it to deliver its message.
Yeah.
But I've got to give it nice words. I've got to give it inspirational words. I've got to be like, come on, hey, nighttime. I know me and you haven't always seen eye to eye, but
it has no eyes.
we really need you here, buddy. We really need you here. And that's his inspirational words.
Can it come from Apple Bottom instead?
Yeah.
No, that was more of his Keanu Reeves character that he just did.
Okay. Actually, yeah, Nightmare's really into Keanu Reeves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes 2 of us.
So that it bolsters Nightmare even more as he hears Keanu Reeves speaking to him, and he starts looking around, looking for the face of the one that trying to sense the face of the one he idolizes. You can see some of the cuts starting to close themselves up, and he continues to just open his beak. And eventually he kind of shakes his head and leans up a little bit. He still isn't really able to stand himself back up. But finally he opens his beak and the voice starts to come out. And it's the way that these work. They record the voice of whoever sends the message, and it plays back. And I think for a second, Fortune, when the message starts to play, I think even you get a little startled when you hear Grelm's voice. Fortune, Fortune, Fortune. You really fucked up this time, didn't you? You are hereby removed from the Syndicate, and therefore our protection. Take Nightmare as a warning. And don't let me see your face again. You don't know how Grelm would have gotten word about anything that's going on, or what he's referring to, but he has essentially said that the Syndicate is now against you.
You're excommunicado.
And just to be clear, this is the leader of
the monkey dude. Yeah.
Okay, just to make 100% sure there.
Which also does not answer your question about how your friend is. This bird was looking for your friend and came back with a message from Grelm.
Yeah, he's probably being like tortured with batteries on nipples or something.
Testicles.
Like Lynn's gonna lean
There's
over and
a
just like
child
close
here.
Liliana's
Draven
ears.
correct you.
No,
Draven has done
there's a
research
child
into
here, and I said
his
batteries
testicles.
on nipples in front of the child, thinking it was okay.
Again, Lynn is just like, oh my god. When you say that, you see Liliana just do this, like, oh. And then you correct it, and Grongak goes, ow.
Don't worry, darling. You don't have those.
Oh, okay. She seems a little confused at first. But so, what do you
I'm
do?
going to be preoccupied taking care of Nightmare for a minute.
Okay.
Like, this is my pet. I've really loved it. I assume I've had it for quite a while.
Yeah, you have.
I'm going to probably be, like, not talking to anybody else for a second.
And you and Realm have had your differences in the past, right? I mean, and you know what kind of person he is. You don't necessarily agree. Actually, I don't think you agree with much of what he does. And since he's kind of taken over the syndicate, I think that they've done more and more things that you don't align with. But this is a level of cruelty I think you didn't even realize he was capable of.
I've always assumed he was capable of it, but I didn't think he would push it that far. He and I have always had our differences, and up until recently, he always let me get by with doing the mission the way I want it to. And since recently he's came down on, no, kill this person, that's when we've had beef, and that's when I've been noticing a change within the syndicate. That I knew more and more that it wasn't where I need to be anymore. So being kicked out of the syndicate is a blessing, and of course a curse, because I've got to get the fuck out of here now. I'm
Now,
wanted.
there are some contacts you think would probably still be friendly to you. Though, the last time you tried to contact one, this happened. So you do think there's still some people in the city that probably are sympathetic, but every person you talk to, you may be putting in danger.
Exactly. So, we have a code of codes, if that makes sense. There are people that know where my special settlement lives, and I do have a code to let people know that I need to get in touch with my people.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm going to leave that, well, not here, but somewhere within the city. It's a special code that Fortune needs contact.
Okay.
And I'll leave that somewhere before we leave from here.
Okay.
But not at this house, not in this area.
What are the rest of you doing?
What is your code? What's your code look like?
It's hobo symbols is what I've decided.
Okay.
Hobo symbols mean like this is a nice lady with a cat. You can get a hot meal here. Don't come here. Person's crazy. Person has a gun. Stuff like that.
Okay.
Person is a wizard with no like boundaries.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh no. Rhea lives here. Don't fucking come here. She's
Don't come
crazy.
here.
She might kill you. Maybe. We're not sure.
Lynn is like obviously like she sees like that Fortune's pet will the Fortune's pet is like messed up, and she's gonna like kind of touch Fortune's shoulder, and she's like, "I'll give a prayer to the heart tender, and for your companion." Like she's referencing like the little bat thing.
I feel like she'll just almost be crying because I sort of am. I'm a little weepy right now. And I'll just be like, I would appreciate that.
I am going to spend a fear, and you'll need to mark 1 stress, Fortune.
Oh, I cried.
I know, but
He didn't cry at our wedding.
I know.
He's
I
crying
like
right
he-
now about an
It seemed like-
imaginary bird in the episode.
I always got the feeling he didn't want to be there, honestly. So, with that, there's this like kind of tense like moment. It's kind of hanging over everybody. And they just kind of are giving you your space in this moment. But I think the weight of everything that's kind of piling up here, the major players in this city are starting to be aware of you. Grelm was already aware of you, Fortune, of course, but somehow he's found out either your involvement for this or your inability, maybe tipping off Draven, you don't know. The Ashworths, the most important family in the city, have a vested interest in bringing you in. And I think there's a moment that just settles over everybody. And I think even for Grongak, he realizes what you all are risking to help his family. And he walks over and just kind of places his big hand on your shoulder. Like I said, this city's a blight. There's nothing here for decent folk. Just kind of gives you a squeeze and then steps back, give you some space.
Grongak, what explosives do you have in this house?
I don't have any in the house. I have a child. That would be irresponsible. But
Okay,
I know,
well,
I know where
What
we
sort
can
of
get
chemicals
some.
and metals do you have?
You know where we can get some?
I know where we can get some.
Grongak, I'm going to burn your house down and we're leaving the city. This is our excuse. This is our distraction from the sheriffs that they're going to come here while we're already elsewhere. Give me a slow burning flame with an oil wick or a candle. Get your shit and we're leaving in 15 minutes.
He kind of like looks around and he places his hand on the wall for a minute and just kind of like pats it. You know, I built this house with my own 2 hands. And he looks down at Liliana. And it is the smallest price to pay. He picks her up and scoops her into her arms. Do you want to see some fireworks, baby? And she goes, that would be nice. I've never seen fireworks. Let's get to work. With that, I think we'll bring it to a close there for the evening.
Aw. Oh, you don't have. You need to make a flaming house scene.
Yeah, I need to make a flaming house scene.
Right.
I'm gonna need more than sewer time to get that one together.
Yeah.
Sorry, I keep zigging and zagging.
I love it. The sewer was easy. I was like, oh, quick, picture of sewer. And then there's a sewer overlay and a sewer soundtrack. I'm like, we're good.
I do love the concept that like this man's faking his death and just nobody knows what happens to Liliana. So they're like, oh, clearly he kidnapped her, burnt them both down in the house, and they're both dead. And then they go off and live their happily ever after.
That's the hope. That is the hope. I had fun.
have
This was good.
5 hope.
I still got 8 fear, even spending all that. What am I
I
saving
know.
it for? I really thought I was going to get into some kind of like cool combat or something in the sewers, but damn you all, you didn't fail a single roll.
I
No,
was
it's
really
making up for
worried.
all those shit rolls we had during like the
You did have some
important
shit rolls.
parts when
Honestly,
we were
that
actually
shit-
trying to like wheel our ways out of
That
bullshit.
shit was scary, and we were like, we need a roll. We need to go. We need to get out of here.
Yeah.
And
Well
that's why
done.
we rolled so well.
We had just recovered from getting our asses whipped. We didn't want to get our asses whipped immediately again.
It is really nice to end a session not ass whipped.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys didn't take any damage.
Unwhipped asses.
So, right, let's kill it here. I do want to talk for just a couple more minutes. We'll do a quick post show if you don't mind. I want to thank everybody for hanging out. Astralis, Lady Vengeance, thanks for you've been here with us all night. Some great commentary. I can't comment back on all of it, but I have been looking in the side. It's been pretty great. Shitzilla was my favorite. That was great. Thank you all for coming back with us to Elzorya. I hope you enjoyed the episode. We will be back here next Monday. Hopefully we'll have Epsilon back with us. She just wasn't available tonight. If you're interested in it, I am back on Walking Dead tomorrow night over on Omega's channel, so check that out. And then Wednesday we'll be back here for Golden Vault, which this heist is going to be great. Zarthus is back, and I think better than ever. Right? I mean, everybody seems to hate Zarthus, but he's... You watch.
It's because he's mean to Dolly. He doesn't like Dolly.
Dolly's an eldritch horror. Anyway, thank you all for for watching this with us, for having a good time. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.